on the mountainside. Coffee's hot and the truth won't hide. Pull up a chair, let the morning roll. It's time again for the Hillbilly Show. The back rows out through the courthouse square. We talk real life and the folks that care. No fancy script, no polished flow, just plain old truth on the Hillbilly Show.
Give ACS Roofing a call and tell them the Hillbilly sent you. Phone number is 724-322-2396. One more time, ACS Roofing. Give them a call, 724-322-2396. Tell them the Hillbilly sent you. I'll tell you what, folks, gather around here in the hills of Fayette County like we're sitting in that old country church with the gospel singing and the amen corner fired up. Let me preach on this a minute. Straight from the heart for the regular folks who get up every morning, work hard, pay their taxes, and just want something good for their families and their homes. It's mighty interesting now, ain't it? Hearing all the hand wringing and complaints cause Penn State might sell off or redevelop that Eberly campus. Well, bless their hearts. The real question, the one that ought to burn in your spirit like a coal fire, is this. How in the world did Fayette County get to this point where one of the biggest educational lights decided it was time to pack up? Leadership ain't about showing up after the barn's already burning down, hollering and pointing fingers. No, sir. True leadership is about building real relationships, opening doors for opportunity, and making good folks and good institutions want to put down their roots and invest in our community. It's about rolling up your sleeves years ahead of time so they see Fayette County as home, not as a place to look for the nearest exit sign. If your county leaders truly believe Penn State Fayette was such a precious assist and an asset to them, and it was definitely one of the biggest assets we have in this county. Maybe they should have spent less time playing politics and more time strengthening that relationship. Maybe they should have been courting that university like a good man courts a good woman, with honor, with vision, with steady hands, and a faithful heart. Instead, they helped create an environment where the university started seeing greener pastures everywhere. And let me tell you something else, folks. Scott Dunn attacked the people from Penn State, and now he wants them to hand over the land so he can further screw things up. This ain't about getting a little lot in a neighborhood, brothers and sisters. This is about somebody trying to take over a piece of ground that's already carrying millions of dollars in maintenance every single year. Let me repeat that. Millions of dollars of maintenance in every single year. The county can't even pay its own bills on time. But now it wants to grab a hold of something with another $30 million budget or more, not to save money on you, but to give them the opportunity to misappropriate funds straight into the county's general fund. We're still waiting on straight answers about the hotel tax. When was the last time they reconciled the money from the sheriff's sale to all the townships, all the boroughs, and the school districts? Think about that. Or has that gone into the general fund too? Let's not forget the NDAs. Yes, they signed NDAs. They've hidden things from the very people they're supposed to serve. We need to question them about that over and over and over. Don't forget about the two commissioners slammed the regular hardworking folks of Fayette County with a massive 26% property tax hike. Over 26%. And now they're fixing to turn right around and give one of the biggest corporations, yes, one of the biggest corporations in this country, a 27% tax break. Think about it. It's sinful. It's backwards. And it's exactly why regular folks are fed up. Give me a break. This isn't about nothing more than the same old story. More mismanagement, more big ideas from folks who ain't delivered yet. Remember the bridge project. They spent millions on it down in Connellsville. Where has it got to? If Penn State, with all their resources, and with Penn State, with all their resources and know-how, couldn't make the place work for them right now, What in the world makes you think the two commissioners that have raised your taxes, give big corporations tax breaks, and I'm under the understanding there's more of them tax breaks coming down the pipeline, are going to figure this out? Well, we're fighting over this mess. One of the biggest things going on in this whole country right now, outside of our nation's 250th birthday, is that big boy steam engine. The largest and most powerful engine, I believe, that was ever built in this country. Union Pacific's mighty 4014, thundering across America on its historic coast-to-coast tour. This beast is 130 feet long, weighs over 1 million pounds, and has drawn millions of people. I said millions of people, all across the country who've been waiting for months, lining up the tracks for miles, cheering like it's the 4th of July. Families, kids, train lovers from all over coming with their cameras and their grandkids, making lifelong memories, filling up local businesses and putting their town square on the map in a big way. It's raw American power, history on rails, and pure excitement rolling through communities just like ours. But our leaders, without no vision, couldn't even get it to come through Fayette County. Not one whistle, not one stop. It passed right north of us. Even though we've got one of the biggest and most historic, I said that, historic rail yards in this part of the state, right here in Connellsville, with tracks, heritage, and potential just sitting there, waiting for a moment like this. How come our commissioners weren't out there fighting tooth and nail, picking up the phone, advocating hard, and pushing Union Pacific's to route the big boy right through Fayette County for a stop in Connellsville? They should have been making that case for the massive economic boost, the tourism dollars, the pride it would have brought to regular working folks, and the spotlight of our railroad and legacy. Instead, we got left out again, standing on the sidelines, watching other places celebrate while this once-in-a-lifetime piece of history steamed by. Regular folks are tired of it. We're sick and tired of watching big opportunities roll right on by while our leaders fight amongst themselves and miss the train literally. That's the same story. That's the same sorry spirit that ran Penn State clean out of here. Once an institution decides to leave this county, got about as much leverage as a snowball in July. The time to fight for Penn State Fayette wasn't after the decision was made. The time was years ago, when relationships could still be strengthened, when opportunities could still be created, when leaders should have been proactive instead of reactive. Fayette County deserves better. We regular, hardworking folks deserve leaders with backbone, leaders with foresight, leaders who know how to keep what we got and bring in what's coming. We need men and women who stand up, build up, and fight to keep what's ours before it slips away down the tracks, literally. Proverbs tells us, where there is no vision, people perish. Well, Fayette County, let's get some vision. Let's get some fire. Let's demand leaders who put this community first. Proactive, not reactive. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless America. I am John Marietta, and I am the Hillbilly.